Alright, for the next one, we've got lesson 10.5 summary. This says a tangent and an intercepted chord theorem. So a tangent and a chord would look like this. This vertex is on the circle. So it's the same thing that the angle is equal to half the arc. We did a lot of problems like this. So if my angle here is my x, and this arc out here, let's say is 200 degrees, then my angle is equal to half the arc, so my angle is 100. It's the same formula as an intercepted arc from the inscribed angle, because the vertex is on the circle. When the angles are inside the circle, it looked like this. We had two chords that intersected, vertexes inside. For this, we did the angle was half the sum of the arcs. Okay, the arcs we were focusing on, if this is our x, was this arc, and then the vertical angles arc. Remember, the vertical angles are the ones that are the same size. So we looked at these two arcs. Alright, next, if we did an example for this one, we'll call this angle x, we'll call this 80 degrees, and we'll call this 70 degrees. The angle is equal to half of 80 plus 70. So half of 150, which is 75. Okay, for the 10.5 practice problems, let me find those. Oh, nope, I lied. We have more to fill out. Okay, outside the circle. So outside the circle looks like this. Vertex is out here. If that's the angle is half the difference. Difference means subtract. And the arcs we're looking at are these arcs that are between the angle. So again, if I have this picture and I draw like this is the angle. Let's say that this arc here is 60 degrees and this arc out here is 130 degrees. I would say the angle is equal to half the bigger one minus the smaller one, because we don't want to get a negative number. Oops, half of 70, which is 35 degrees. Alright, let's go to the practice. Alright, so WX is tangent to the circle. Find the measure of X, Y, Z. Find the measure of arc X, Y, Z. So I'm trying to find this arc out here. I know this angle. If I know this angle, I can double it to get this arc out here. So this arc is 96. That means the rest of the circle, what I'm trying to find, is 360 minus the 96. So I got 264 degrees for this arc out here. Number 2, find the value of x. This is the x. So I can't find that x directly with the information that I have, but I'm going to put another letter here. I'm going to call this W, because I can find W because I know W's arc and I know the vertical angle for W. So let me find W first, because if I know W, I can get x. So I'm going to add up those angles. 114 plus 122, I get 236. Half of 236, and I get 118. So W is 118. W and X make a straight line together, so I know together they have to be 180 degrees. So if this is 118, then this angle is going to be 62. Number 3. Number 3, we got a lot going on here. Okay, so if I focus first on let me think about this one. That is 60. This one's 44. Actually, I'm going to have to come back to that one because I'm not seeing everything there. I must be missing something. So let me come back to this one. Let's move on to number 4. I'll do this one in another video at the end if I can take a look at that in a few minutes. Alright, number 4. Number 4, the vertex is inside, so I know I'm going to have to do half the sum. I'm looking at this arc, and I'm looking at this arc, because those are the vertical angles. So I'm going to say x is half the sum of 85 and 140. So 85 and 140 makes 225. And then half of that is 112.5. So x is 112.5. Y is going to be the linear pair, so I'd have to subtract 112.5 from 180, and I get 67.5. Alright, the next one, this arc here intercepts the 150. So this angle is going to be half of that, so that's 75. We have 150 and 90, and then the rest of this would make the rest of the circle. So I'm going to take the 150 and 90 away from 360, and that leaves me with 120. So A out here is 120. The angle for B intercepts the 120, so that's going to be half. It's going to be 60. Number 6. This angle out here is 108, or this arc out here is 108, so the angle would be half of that, which is going to be 54 for A. For B, this angle is 36, so this would be double that, which is going to be 72. For D and C, this fact that we see the center point here and it's cut in half is important. That means C is going to be 180, which makes D half of that, which is 90. And then number 7, we've got this angle on the outside, and this arc from here to here is marked as 110. If that arc's 110, the rest of this is 360 minus 110, so this arc is going to be 250. When the vertex is on the outside, we do half the difference. So 140, so it's 70 degrees. Alright, I'm going to stop the video there. If I come back to this one, I'll put a video at the end for that one.